Hi everyone, right, we're back at the project garden. Originally I didn't think that the wasp nest was in the ground. As it happens, it was. So we've actually had the guy come in. All this concrete has come out. There used to be under the ground, I've been told, what was called over here in this area was an ants shelter, and last year they actually treated a wasp nest that was in it, and it looks like they had actually recolonised that same nest. So the guy came in last week when I was here to treat it again. So there's all the dust went in, and it looks like pretty much they have actually gone away, which is great because it means I can actually get on now without any more delays. There's the odd wasp here and there, but not many like there was last week. So, right, so let's have a quick look back at how everything is now. So the level is very close now. Still got a little bit of work to do on it. Left hand side still a little bit low, but I'm going to be dropping the right hand side and bringing up the left hand side at the same time. The actual level inside is pretty good, very close. Then obviously this level down here, this is all going to be smoothed out, and what I've got to try and create, as the depth over this side is much higher and it sort of grades up to nothing over here, what I'm going to need to create along here to make it look nice, actually to make it work and actually support the level of the soil at that end, is, let's see if I can draw it in the picture, the actual line of the base is there, but the actual line of the soil that I need to create will do that. I'm going to try and make that as smooth as possible. There's plenty of soil down the bottom to do that, and that will be what I'm doing once I've got that level done. Where I've created the step here, that'll be smoothed off, same with the line over here and the one up there as well, so they'll all have the same sharp gradient between the two levels, but it'll be smoothed off. Also, some of the soil I've got reserved up there will come down to the steps and actually sort out the levels there, so it's smooth right across the front, so it's dead flat. And the last bits, I mean, there's a few bit of Cocosmia and some Geum, some Daff, a couple other little bits in there that need to be dug up, but that won't take too long. And then there's just the little bits of ivy and odd bits of root that are sticking up here and there. Some places worse than other, but it's not too bad. So the cloud keeps coming over, it's staying nice and cool so I can crack on. The actual sky doesn't look too ominous at the moment. If we can have some more of that, that'll be alright. Okay, right, I'm going to crack on, get the radio on, catch you guys later. Hey guys, right, well, it's been a good productive day today. Been a touch of rain and some more snow, believe it or not, although that didn't settle. So let's have a look at what we did. Start at the bottom. So we've been digging through here. There were a few roots that were left over the stump grinder couldn't get to or couldn't take out because they were too small. Still a few bits left down here, but that'll take an hour or two on Monday if it's not raining. And we've been smoothing out, levelling, everything's been dug along the edge, that's nice and clear. Also along the edge there, that's all been dug out, and along the front edge in here. And there's a lot that's been taken out from in here as well. There's about 6 wheelbarrow loads of just roots that came out from around here. And while we were doing that, where I was talking about actually creating this slope, started on it, still needs some more doing to it. Mainly it's got to be compacted down and then added to and compacted down another 2 or 3 times. And once I'm happy that that's done, then I can finish off bringing in soil from the lower slope here and up there to level out inside this area. Still a little bit low on the left hand side, and it's a little bit dippy on the inside. There's a few bits still to take out, but that shouldn't take too long. Just some left over. It's a bit soft down here now because it's been turned over quite a lot. If you have a look from down here, so you can see it's a lot smoother. The line in there's pretty flat now. so there isn't that much more to do. In terms of actually preparing this ready for soil, the only real bits that need to be done is finish off just compacting that front edge so it doesn't shift. A few more roots down here that need to go. I've just found today, actually, as I've been raking, there are 2 bits of root that still need to go that I'd forgotten to take out when I created the area for the steps. There's actually a big old root or something in here which probably needs to come out with a mattock. I thought, I don't think I'll get that with a fork. And there's this here as well, which I'm not quite sure what it is. Might be a peony, might be a roost, I'm not sure actually. Once I dig it, I'll probably know better. But the rest of the slope up here is generally okay, needs a bit of compaction. Some more roots need to come out. A lot of the roots, I've actually gone around with secateurs and the garden fork to actually take a lot of the roots out. Still up here, still a fair few to go, but it's 2 to 3 hours probably on the roots, maybe an hour to 2 hours down the bottom, 2 hours to actually dig through that, and then we can actually use that to grade across on the surface. So as long as we have some good weather, this should be prepped and ready to go by Monday night, which unfortunately is bank holiday. But bank holidays just ruin my daily schedule or weekly schedule, so I've got to get it done. But I've got Tuesday and Wednesday clear as well. Probably 2 days is a bit of a squeeze to get the turfing done in here, but we can get the majority of it sorted out. The only reason it'll take so long is, one, because it's transfer distance to actually get it to wherever it's got to go, but I've got so many slopes that I've got to allow for. There's going to be a lot of cutting of turf to actually get it knitted together. With the slope on the bench area, it's going to be gradual enough that it won't actually need to be staked into the ground. It should be fine. It's a gradual enough slope that it's not going to go, so that's why I'm trying to get the soil surface compacted well enough on a nice gradual slope so that it won't need it. Normally you need about 30 degrees for a slope like that. There's actually another video that I've done on turfing on a slope, which goes through that in much more detail, and at some point I will put one of the little clips in the top corner that tells you, or takes you to that video, and I'll probably get that sorted out sometime next week. It might end up being that it'll be done once everything's finished and I do a final video that shows you everything with tables and chairs in place and tidied up. Right, have a great weekend everyone. Any questions, leave at the bottom. Give me a thumbs up if you like the videos, and if you want to have a look at the rest of the series, I think they're all in the same playlist. I'll check that tonight, and yeah, I will see you next week. Right, cheers, bye.